Went well. Good game. It was tough, hotly contested from both sides. I think both sides have a lot to learn from that. So yeah, both sides have got 2 more games to go against each other. So we'll be definitely looking to kind of like work on things over the course of the day. And I know the Irish will be as well. Well, we're very much in selection weekend. So all the guys are very aware that we're going down to our final 20 after this weekend. So they're very focused on that. The emphasis is not so much on their personal performance, but on the team performance. So like digging in as team players, and that's very crucial for us today and for the rest of the campaign as well. I was coming into this weekend thinking I had a very tough decisions to make, and then after watching that game, it's got a whole lot harder. So like all the guys are putting their hands up. We know they're super keen. There's great excitement in the squad. Everyone's really thrilled to be here, to be part of this journey with the GB squad, and they're really looking to continue after this weekend. So we'll be rotating players because we have a fairly large squad at the moment, and we're going to give so all the guys will get more chances to play, and then looking for them to kind of keep on developing. We're going to have a chat on things that we did well, things we didn't. We're going to look to see improvement over the course of the day, both from a team game, but also all the individuals have work-ons that we need to observe as well today. Final score was 7-1, but probably not a proper reflection, and there's a very tough Irish squad out there, and could definitely been a lot closer on the scoreboard.
So I was England captain for just over 3 years, leading into 2010 World Cup. I'm often asked what is my biggest leadership lesson. I think for me, understanding the strengths of others. So actually utilising other people's strengths is not a weakness, it's a strength as a leader. And so that was something that really helped me through my time as captain. There's some times that you have to make decisions on your own. You might be, because of time pressure, whatever it might be. But generally for me, that was my biggest thing, is using the strengths of other people as a strength, not a weakness. So when I played rugby for England, obviously the landscape's changing. I didn't get paid, so I'd go into rugby camp on a weekend and be back to work on a Monday morning. So very similar to the guys that I represent in GB with Tag Rugby. I'll be at training camp, the fixtures, and then back to work. I actually really enjoyed that. I loved that. I loved being part of the game at that time, and obviously players are professional now. But I really enjoyed the fact that I was an ordinary person, and at the weekend I was going to do something quite extraordinary. So I used that as kind of a positive message and fuel, really, to get me in the gym and keep me going. I really enjoyed that. And I guess on a practical level, it's just staying really organised. You are an elite athlete all the time, whether you're going to work or not. So staying organised with your nutrition, making sure you know what you're doing in the gym, when you've got to get out training, and get your support network around you, particularly if you've got families and kids, and be mega organised. And when you're supporting your school, your club, your league, your country, your nation, there's pressure that comes with it, at every level, and it's how you kind of deal with that pressure. When I was playing for England, we won quite a lot, and so there was a level of expectation, and we used that. But really the biggest expectation was what we had on ourselves. It didn't really matter what other people were saying. We knew the standard we could play at, and we wanted to reach that. And then, actually, can we do a bit further? Can we go further? Can we exceed that? So using the pressure as fuel, but the biggest pressure is what, it sounds a bit cliche, is what you put on yourself. I think rugby, every version of rugby is such a great team sport, and I've witnessed it here at the training camp with the GB guys. There's such a feeling that they're going out there for each other, to lift each other in training, and to perform well so that they are and their teammates are as well. And so that's the biggest thing. It's not an individual sport. Been talking earlier, it is important. Your individual attributes are important in that team. You've got to have different kinds of people, otherwise the team wouldn't succeed. But this is a team thing. This is people going there representing GB. So those people that go out and make the people perform around them are ultimately the best team players. Moments in my career that I learnt most of probably were some of the moments when we lost. I won lots of time with England, and I scored a few tries. But there was a time in 2009 we lost to Wales in the Six Nations. It was the first time ever that England lost to Wales. I was the first captain to lead my team out to a loss to Wales. But following that game, it was really tough. I wasn't used to it, but really focused on some of the decision making that happened on the pitch. Particularly around kicking. And later that season, we went on to beat New Zealand at Twickenham, the first time they lost a game in 8 years. So what was a really tough moment actually gave us the most learning moving forward, and went on to one of the best victories that we had in my time as a player and as captain.
You get a good feel for the side, and you can start going a bit more aerial. Again, you can kind of do that, you put it down, but